Hello everyone. Alright, let me show you how we created this look on Beautiful Nelly. After cleansing, the first products I used was the Cos ROS Essence. The moment I applied the essence, I blended with my brush and then I hair dry with my mini fan. The next product I went in with was the Cos ROS Moisturizer. I blended also with my brush. I think I got this brush from a random brush. I can't remember the name. Then I hair dry as well. This product I'm putting on the lip is just the lip balm, just to keep the lip moisturized. It's the lip balm. It's just to moisturize the lip, kind of like prepping the lip. Honestly, you have to make sure the face is properly dried before you move on to the next product, because you wouldn't want your makeup to break out. So you make sure that a product is properly dry on the skin before applying the next product. This product I'm applying here is the Embryolist Moisturizer. I think I always use two moisturizers, the Cos ROS and the Embryolist. Those are my go-to moisturizer. Okay, so I'm blending with my hand because I prefer to blend this particular moisturizer with my hand. I don't like to use brush. I blended with my hand. I make sure that I distributed the product evenly onto our skin, and I make sure that I blended very well. So you can see me hair drying as well. I'm using my mini fan to hair dry. So the moment I found out that the face was properly dried, I went in with my power seal. I just applied my power seal on my cotton pad, then I applied this power seal on the T-zones. The T-zones are the forehead area, the nose region, then the jaw part. So those are the T-zones. So I just applied my power seal on the T-zone. Then the next product I'm going in with is my Gentle Dove Primer. You can see I'm patting the Gentle Dove Primer onto our skin. I wonder why people say they don't like this primer. Honestly, this primer does wonders for me. This is my go-to primer anytime, any day. I love this primer a lot. You know, the primer does the work for me. All you do is just to pat. You don't have to drag or to pull or to rub. You just pat like you're pushing the primer into the skin. Just the same way you push in your foundation to the skin. That's how I apply my primer. Okay, and the primer works so well for me. And I love the results it gives me. So after applying everything, I'm going to set everything, just like to put everything together. I don't know why I always cover my model eyes, because I'm used to covering the eyeshadow whenever I'm setting. Okay, so I set the face with my Omari Code niacinamide spray. Then I went in with my foundation. I'm sorry, I don't know how I forgot to show you the foundation I'm using here. The foundation I'm using here is also the Gentle Dove Foundation in 509. Gentle Dove Foundation in 509. That's what I'm using here. So I'm also pushing it into our skin. You can see the way I'm applying it. I'm pushing it into our skin, not like rubbing. No, you don't rub foundation. You just make sure that you push it in, so that you can achieve that flawless look you get. So that's what I'm doing basically here. I'm pushing the foundation onto our skin. You can see me. And not just pushing it or applying the foundation on the skin. After applying the foundation on the skin, you have to come back to blend the skin. Come on, you need to blend. Makeup is all about blending. If you don't blend, you cannot get that flawless look that you actually looking to achieve. You get? So you need to blend the makeup. You can see what I'm doing here is just trying to blend. After blending, I'm spraying again with my Omari Codes niacinamide spray. I love this spray so much. So then I'm hair drying again with my mini fan. You can see the next product I'm going in with is my cream blush. I'm using a lip palette as my cream blush. I'm using this lip palette from Who's That Girl. So I'm going to be applying the pink shade on our as my blush. I'm applying the pink shade as my blush. You can see that's basically what I'm doing here. And I'm trying to use the blush to lift that angle of the eyes you can get. So the next product I'm using here is my Nuban Beauty concealer in shade 043. Nuban Beauty concealer in 043. So I'm using it to highlight her under eyes. In fact, this is the concealer I use for my highlights. I just use it on the T-zone, on the nose area, the cubic bone, then the jaw. So this is Nuban Beauty concealer in 043. Okay, some people call it 43. Whichever name you call it, but this is Nuban Beauty concealer, the one that has 043. Okay, so I'm blending the highlight here. I'm blending the highlights. You see, I don't know if it's just me. You see, I keep telling people, if you find out that, okay, you're through with school, you're done with school, and the job is not forthcoming, instead of sitting at home and just waiting for that white-collar job that's never going to come or that will take forever to come, why not empower yourself for the meantime? Go acquire a skill. Go get a skill. Trust me, you will not regret it. I don't think I've ever regretted any moment I spent acquiring this skill because it has been so helpful, and I cannot thank God enough for the wisdom of going to get this skill. You get? So it's actually the best when you find out that there's no other alternative. Okay, moving on. I just did a nose contour. I used my cheek glaze from TM Essential as my nose contour. It's a dark shade of cheek glaze. I can't remember the name right now. Maybe if I check out, I can drop it in the comment section. Please, if you are watching us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share our video. Drop your question in the comments. I promise to attend to all the questions in the comment section. Okay, moving on. I actually set the face with Merac setting powder in cinnamon. And I also bake with the same Merac Cosmetics in cinnamon. Then the powder I use here is the Beyond Beauty powder. I don't know why I love that powder so much. I use Beyond Beauty powder. Then I'm baking the face with Merac Cosmetics in cinnamon. So here I'm just basically brushing the brows. I'm about to line the brows. After brushing the brows, I went in with my Damel Bromatic by Damel. I went in with my Bromatic by Damel to put all the brow hairs in place. Then you can see me using the fan to dry the products on the brow hair. So right now, I'm just basically going to line the brows using my Ega and Esther Brow Gel. I'm putting the hair in place. You can see what I'm basically doing here is that I'm trying to sharpen the brows, the end of the brows. I'm trying to make sure that I get a clean and clear outline. Okay, so that's what I'm just trying to do. So I've moved on to the next eyebrow, and I'm also outlining with my Ega and Esther Brow Gel. You can see I'm trying to put all the hairs in place so I can just give a proper outline with my Ega and Esther Brow Gel. So that's basically what I'm just doing here. You can see. So like we were discussing initially, we're still talking about that skill set. The truth is, nothing can be compared to skill sets. I keep saying it and I'll keep saying it again. Nothing can be compared to you having a skill. It might not be makeup. You can be an hairstylist. You can be a tech analyst. I don't know, but you can just acquire any skill. It might not be something related to beauty line. It can be related to tech, you get, but just try and have something that will be in something that will be in you. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I've outlined my brows and I've concealed also. I use that same Nuban Beauty in 043 to conceal. That's what I'm using here. Nuban Beauty in 043. That's what I use to conceal my brows, just to sharpen out those lines. I don't know if you understand. So that's what I'm using an angle brush. This brush is from Bobbi Brown. So the angle brush is from Bobbi Brown. I'm using this other brush. I can't remember where I got this one from, but it's actually a very good brush that does the work for me. This one that I'm using to blend is a very good brush. This also is from Bobbi Brown. This one I'm using to blend. So I'm just basically creating the eyes here, and I'm applying the crease color to the eyes. I'm using this Beyond Beauty powder in the shade 04 I'm using it as the crease color. So the next product I went in was my Benign Whites. That's my eyeshadow base, Benign Whites. So before my actual eyeshadow comes in. So yeah, this me placing the eyeshadow color on the part that I placed my Benign White. So I'm just basically blending here. So the eyeshadow I use in creating these eyes is this Baby Rose eyeshadow. It's a very good shadow, this Paris eyeshadow. I've had this shadow for long, and it gives me a very good pigmented look whenever I'm trying to create a matte look. So most of all the shades in the eyeshadow, they are all matte, so it gives me a very good pigmented look, And moving on, okay, here's me prepping the lip. I'm just prepping the lip for the lip stain, so the lip stain can sit properly on the lip. Okay, now I'm going to back to our sketches. You see, having a ski actually empower you. Okay, yes, it gives you an edge over others as well. Wow, see how our look is coming out so lovely. Kudos to my hairstylist. Her brand name is Styled by Itoha on IG. You can check out her page. All right, so I'm using my cheek glaze here by Miss Metics in Glossed. That's the name, cheek glaze by Miss Metics. I think the actual name is Glossed. I'm using it on a cheek. Then meanwhile, before I applied the cheek glaze, I used my Tehila Cosmetics blush shade to reapply on the contour line. You get, just to make sure that the contour pops, so the contour pops more. You get. So now I'm basically doing the lip. Now the lip I'm using here is Beyond Beauty lip stain, and I use my brow gel from Egan Esther to line the lip. Then I applied the Beyond Beauty. This pinkish color is from Beyond Beauty. It's Beyond Beauty lip stain. Okay, so I'm just blending the lip now. That's what I'm doing here. And moving on, I'm gonna set the face. Of course, I'm a gloss girl. I will always apply my gloss. I love gloss a lot. All right, so I reapplied my brown again because I felt it was not popping. I reapplied again, and then I'm just gonna blend. I'll just keep blending until I am satisfied with. Alright, the last thing I did was to set my Soap Pro setting spray. Thank you for watching.